other day I told you how stressed out I was.
Yeah.
That's what I woke up with Monday morning.
Ooh,
Mhm.
okay, okay.
Yeah, that was from all of that we did.
Ooh, ooh, okay. Would you like me to just chant a little bit for it?
Should yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's slowly going away.
There we are.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. And we may be having some strong events today. Amante has already asked if she can come over to the table. And so that means that things may get a little bit exciting. And we will see. Can tell me which way the lighting is better. Is it better like this? Or like this? What I did is I turned the overhead light off.
I'm not the one to ask Charles since I'm still having a little vision issues.
Oh, that's much better.
This much better. Hey, Reed.
Hi,
Reed. K-Joe. Reed. R-E-E-D.
that's right.
R-E-E-D. Hi.
Hi.
And that's
Nice.
K-Joe. Yay. Whoa. And how are you doing, Reed?
I'm okay. I've been very tired for a few days and still like shivering a lot, but otherwise okay.
Okay.
I think I'm getting,
Um,
there's kind of a weird thing behind my ear on the right that seems off, but I think it's getting readjusted.
okay. Okay. And question, how have things been working with your inner light core?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Reed, I'm sorry. Please, I'm
Because
sorry.
I was feeling kind of so weak and tired, I didn't really do much until today. But
Okay.
good, I could feel the connections and I could feel the energy getting stronger.
The light in like the your inner core, is it more in the middle or the left or the right?
The middle.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can see that. You're just you're just you're just going through a really strong realignment.
Oh, okay. Rewiring, I guess.
Rewiring is another word too, another good word in alignment and uh, uh, you see my eyes moving up and down.
Hmm.
That's sort of checking things out. Nice, nice. Go ahead and take a breath, a deep breath. Okay. And another one, please. And any difference between the two?
Yes, it was easier the second time.
Okay, and let's go for a third time, please.
Okay.
There. Wow.
Yeah, that felt normal. For a while I've been having, it's been hard to get like a deep breath. Feels better though.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing a lot of is that realignment, um, reset, um, things leaving, toxic things, and all of a sudden a light shines in too. Just makes you real bright all over.
Yeah, I just closed the window shade. It was too bright.
Okay, that's all right. No, no, that's all right. I'm playing with you there a little bit like that. Yeah. Good, good, good. So it's about 5 after. I'm going to go ahead and start with a chant. Whoever comes, comes, and we'll continue from there. Y'all ready?
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. Eka na ke halamata tara seira le da talamata rata ke o ha ala he me ala mahakale he aha aho a he ha Lare kamatare. Me kamahalo. No. All right. And taking a deep breath again, read any difference. Just real slowly, just real deeply. There we go.
Yes, significantly different. I can actually breathe now. Thank you.
But you doing it. And yeah, and I'm helping out with the energy, that type
I
of
can
thing.
feel you helping, but
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, way better now. Thank you.
So from last week, we talked a little bit, but any questions you have?
Not at the moment.
I'm going to have to take a picture of this. Reed has no questions.
I'm sure I'll think of some shortly. So at the moment, I'm good.
All right. Very good. Very good. Okay, Joe, and how are you? Any questions of me? Can you feel the energy building up?
Mhm.
I know I sure do. And okay. We're just turning off the
There, can you hear me?
I hear you fine. I hear you.
Okay, something popped up and anyway, no, I was just gonna say last week was powerful for me because when you started to do that exercise and, it came to me who I needed to work on. That was very powerful for me. And so,
Got it. Oh yeah,
anyway.
with the Oklahoma City type
Mhm,
thing. Yeah.
mhm.
Mhm.
And so it's all been good. And I've been doing a lot of processing of everything, especially those incidences. So I'm thankful for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. What we're going to start off with today is I'm going to I'm going to kind of check out where everybody is and then go deeper into cutting cords. And I want to give you some alternatives and really build up on what can be done with what I call Ho'oponopono. And what we'll do is just bring in more harmful type energy, uh, so you can see how easy it is to let go of that and let go of that on your own. And we'll do some examples. There's a couple people that will be joining us real shortly that especially have some big deals going on. I don't know where everybody is, but we'll just
Mary's here as well, in case you can't see her.
no, I don't see her yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Does
Um,
maybe she need to be let in the
no,
waiting?
she's in. I'm asking her to unmute right now so she can
Oh,
talk.
okay. Okay, got it. No problem. No
I'm
problem.
here. I'm here.
Mm. All right. Well, hello.
Oh, I'm here. Hello.
Oh, you're looking nice and spry this afternoon.
Oh,
Yay.
you know, just the right thing to say.
Yay.
I
Well, I
went
see
to
it.
ask for a haircut and they butchered me. So I feel a little naked.
Um, well, of course, the person whose hair it is and all has the final decision, but it looks pretty sharp. Makes you look a lot younger, like 20, 30 years younger.
Oh, boy, you
Oh,
can stay
yeah.
at my house anytime.
Okay, well, no, it does, and I can relate to that because I get the same thing. All right, but you've got the
Okay.
new cut. You've got it's sort of like it's the uneven cut.
Yeah, that's it.
There's a whole thing to that, and um, but a good thing for me, or that I learned a long time ago, is while I may like I get my hair cut to whoever's going to be looking at it the most because I don't look at my hair that much. But whoever, so someone always, it's good that they tell me where to how to cut my hair, and I just say, well, come with me, we'll get it cut, and I found that works best. Same way with pictures though, but pictures I just leave it to whoever wants to put them up. They take care of it. I'm not going to say if it's bent this way or that way. Not my expertise.
I gotcha.
And Mary, what kind of experiences have you had with the inner core this past week?
Holy cow. So many things have come up in this past week or so that are going back to times I can't even hardly remember. When I was very young, before I was born.
Wow.
Uh,
Okay.
Things just really interesting, like almost knowing that I was not here. I was somewhere else looking in or something. It was a lot of different times. Like it was very interesting. Most of the time, I remembered things that I
And
didn't.
and how are you feeling now?
I feel pretty good now. Yesterday, not so much, but today, yeah, I think I got through a lot of it.
Okay,
And
good. Well, let's go ahead and may we get rid of some more?
sure,
Okay. And please, K. Joe and Reed, they're on. Uh, kind of put yourself in a protective place. Reed and K. Joe and Mary. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk Mary through this, and just sort of imagine that you put yourself as the client. So go ahead and do what I'm asking Mary to do and get some, it's called Borrowing Benefits by Gary Craig, good friend of mine, years back. So you're borrowing benefits and just think of yourself. Okay. So with that, Mary, would it be okay if we took a journey to your Ho'oponopono church or theater or whatever it may be?
yes. that would be
Okay,
great.
so go ahead and go to that. Walk in and walk inside, and notice how the floor goes downward toward the center. You can and what you want to do is walk over to a place on that floor or a balcony where you're looking down at a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
And looking down at that 45-degree angle, what does the stage look like? What color is it? What material is it made of? Is it tile or wood or
It's wood. It's a beautiful sort of medium to dark wood.
okay?
But has some carpet in the middle of it,
Some
red,
carpet in the middle, red carpet in the middle.
really, really pretty. And
Okay.
behind that area is like a red velvet curtain that brings out the colors and there's a almost like an altar on that stage, for lack of better terminology,
All right. Super.
and beautiful
Super.
candles. That's what I see.
Oh, wow. Candles are lit.
Yes.
All right. Very good. What kind of, would it be okay if you really get through the biggest issue that you have going on, the biggest issue that's unresolved? Give it a code word. Code word is it can be a sound. It can be a sound like ooga, ooga, or boo boo, or a person's name, A, John, Mary, any
Boogie.
boogie. So with Boogie, what I'd like for you to do is go ahead and stand up or have a seat where you're looking down on the stage at a 45-degree angle. And everyone else that's participating, be looking on that stage, down on that stage at a 45-degree angle. That's half of 90 degrees. All right. And go ahead and double your energy. Double your energy means generally you get energy flowing up and down your inner core, and you can do it that way. You want to be careful it doesn't leak out the bottom. So go ahead and push your hips forward and then tighten the sphincter muscle. And just go ahead and double your energy. Just like that. And now triple that energy. And double that. So is your energy much stronger than it was before?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So the others that you're also doing this with us, go ahead and double, triple, and double. And now I want you to call up the person on stage, say their name as they walk on stage, and notice the expression on their face.
Kathy.
Kathy? So what kind of expression is on Kathy's face? Mary?
Very, very at peace.
Very at peace. Okay. Notice the chords between you and Kathy. What color are they? How big are they?
They're not very big anymore, and they're like brown.
Okay. All right. We'll have a silent conversation. And go ahead and cut the cord. Go ahead and tell Kathy silently that you're going to cut the cords and call on a highest power. And who is your highest power?
Oh my God.
And call on God to cut the cords. And what instrument does God use to cut the cords? Is it a sword, a
No,
cyclical,
it's beautiful,
a hand?
beautiful, like golden scissors.
Golden scissors. Okay,
They're
so
huge.
huge golden scissors. So go ahead and call on God to cut the cords between you and Kathy with the huge golden scissors now. Are all the cords cut? Yes or no?
Yes.
Anything dangling outside of your body, just let it come in. Okay, real fine. Now, what's happening down on stage, please, Mary?
Everything is just, the candles are kind of flickering in a pretty sort of a glowing way. And there's the tension that was there between Kathy and me is gone.
Okay, thank you.
Just all is forgiven.
Thank you.
Feel like that's how I feel.
Super. Is Kathy going from the stage also?
Yes, no.
Okay, and now when you think of her, you can reset the reset things. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Isn't that nice
Oh man, I needed that.
and simple
Thank you.
and
Yes.
quick? All right. Is there anyone else that would like to also do that that's here on the call? I'll guide you through it just like I did with Mary. Okay. So what I'm going to also suggest is to work with Mary, with Kathy a little bit. And this is going to be a way of how I work with people that and we can work with Kathy again, or we can work with anyone else who you'd like to have a conversation with to find out how come they did something or didn't do something or might do something. And it could be Kathy or it could be someone else.
I think I'm done with Kathy. I think I've fixed that. That is
Okay.
good.
Good. Anyone else in addition to Kathy?
Nathan.
All right, with Nathan. Go ahead and once again build your energy, but double it to what you built the others. Go ahead and double the energy. All right. And now call Nathan up on the stage. And notice the expression on Nathan's face. And what is it?
He is very, very happy.
Very, very happy.
Huge, yes. Now
Super.
he is very, very happy.
And how do you feel toward Nathan right now?
I feel like I didn't let him down like I thought I had.
Mm-hmm.
And he's assuring me that I had nothing to do with it.
Okay. May I ask you to have a deeper conversation with Nathan for you to this is just to demonstrate this technique. And what I'd like for you to do, please, is to make a hologram of you. And would like for that hologram to take your place. And I'd like for you to walk up to the projection booth in the theater. And that's kind of behind you, and you go up some stairs, and there's a door there to the projection room, and the door is steel. Go ahead and step inside and close the steel door. This is the real you, the real Mary. Okay, and just walk over to the window, and notice that the holograph of Mary is there. You're kind of watching yourself. All right. And what I'd like for the hologram of Mary, please walk down to the stage, walk on the stage. You can either walk around or you can float over there because you have those powers now. And go ahead and pull out a chair or a sofa for you, and then for another party. All right. So the hologram of you, please, Mary, go ahead and have a seat. All right, and call up Nathan to be opposite you. All right. And how is the connection? How do you feel? How do you
Very,
both feel?
very close. Very, very close.
Good, good. So please have a silent conversation between you and Nathan, and just notice what he says, you said from about before, future. Just go ahead and do that. I'm going to be chanting for a little bit, okay? E kaleo kala e kahala. O ai ala ka e ka o ala ma ke ala. O o a a a a a. Me kamahalo nui nui. And now the hologram of Mary, you are opposite Nathan, and how's the connection now?
Very strong.
Good. And anything further to say between each of you?
No.
All right. Thank
Just
you.
peace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And notice and just go ahead and say goodbye to him, maybe give him a hug and all that type of thing. And as that's happening, go ahead and notice how when you take a deep breath, how that feels.
Free.
Very good. And by chance, is there anyone else who you'd like to say hi to and just have a silent conversation?
Mhm.
So go ahead and on your chair or the sofa, pull up a chair for them or a rocking chair. Feels more like a rocking chair. And who is that, please?
It's two people. It's David and Midge,
David and Mitch?
husband and wife. Yes.
Okay, David and Mitch. So being opposite of David and Mitch, how do they feel to you? Because the hologram of you is down with them, and they're just being projected. And so just silently notice what kind of communication goes on between you and David and Mitch, and actually between the three of you. and say whatever was desired to have been said, and now it's okay to say it. And know that all is forgiven already, hasn't it been?
I feel that. I feel that. That's wonderful. I knew it. Now I feel it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that nice?
beautiful.
Okay, and very easy.
Very easy.
and maybe even kind of fun.
Yeah. I might have a few more chairs to pull up.
Well, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I don't need
welcome.
to right now, but I will tell you that was nice. That was really nice to be that connected again to these.
Isn't
people
that?
we've seen for
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
of them's passed away.
Wow. Okay. All right. Got it. Got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. God bless. And Reed, would you like to do that? Could I walk you through it?
Yes, I thought of a situation from someone from a number of years ago that I thought I was over, but I realize I still have a few negative feelings towards that person.
Okay. A code word for this person's name.
Carol.
So go ahead and go into your theater. We'll
Okay.
just real quickly go out and go in, build up your energy. Okay, your energy's fine, it's built up. And go ahead and create a hologram of you, Reed.
Okay.
And you in his hologram one created. Okay.
Yeah.
And go ahead, and if you would go up to the projection room behind you and notice the steel door there and walk in and close the steel door behind you so you're protected and all. It's bulletproof glass and reinforced concrete walls. All right. All the way around. So go ahead and look down on stage at a 45-degree angle and go ahead and put a chair for you
Okay.
and a chair for someone else or a sofa. And go ahead and this is the you, you're up in the projection room.
Mhm.
The holograph of you, the number one holograph of you is there in the chair. And now call up Carol and
Okay.
have her come before you and notice her expression on her face and silently notice what she says as she sits down and y'all start talking and silently, of course. And just go for that. Dealate komakaea ahaletam. Me kamala, nui nui. And Reed, how is that conversation? And how are things?
Wow, they're even worse than I thought.
Okay, very good. So is there still some chords between you and Carol?
Yeah. If
All
you,
right. Well, you want to go ahead and cut them?
yes.
All right, let's do that. So go ahead go ahead and let Carol be on stage. And the
Okay.
holograph number one, I'd like for holograph number one for you to go in the spot that you normally go, looking down at a 45-degree angle. Know that the real you is up in the projection box. All right. And have a silent conversation with Carol where you're going to be what is her expression? Does she want to talk to you, not talk to you, come over and lick you all over or hit you or
Just very arrogant,
okay, good.
self-absorbed.
Do you notice the chords between the two of you?
Yeah.
All right. What color are they and how big are they and how many are they? Are there?
They're about 3 or 4. They're kind of yellowish green, like chartreuse.
Okay. And how many?
Like 3 or 4, like 4.
Okay. Okay, good, good. All right. So now noticing all those chords, go ahead and call on your highest power. God, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
And with the big scissors, tell Carol that you're going to cut all the cords between you
Okay.
now. And then go ahead and do that. And command God to do that. And they're being cut. Are all the cords cut now? Yes or no?
Mhm. Yes.
So now with all the cords cut, let anything that's outside your skin your skin comes into your body, your skin grows over better than before. All the cords are cut. What happened on stage?
She's still lingering. So maybe I didn't cut all the cords. I thought I did.
Okay, she's still lingering.
Yeah, I
What
think
else
there's
is
one
what
cord.
else is lingering around her? Is there anything else lingering around her?
Well, actually, I think there is one cord that isn't completely cut. There's one
Okay.
left.
Okay, well go ahead and cut that now.
Okay.
All right. And how is Carol now? Is she totally and completely gone? Yes or no?
She's faded. She's almost translucent, but there's a little bit of her still there.
Okay. Let me ask, as you look at the curtains, as you look in the backstage, is
Mhm.
there anyone else back there? Or is there perhaps a set of eyes just back there?
There's another guy that kind of collaborated with her.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and ask God to cut. Does that guy have a name?
Matthew.
All right, Matthew. So go ahead. Notice where the cords are. Tell Matthew you're going to cut all the cords. Your energy is already built. It's much stronger than his. And even so, it's a holograph that's closest to him. You're protected in the projection room. So just silently say you're cutting the cords. Call on God to cut all the cords now and go. Are all the cords cut? Yes or no?
Yes, and they're both gone.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
And how are you?
Much better.
All right. Now, while it seems like we were doing the same thing, really what we were doing is going a little bit deeper. And by doing it a little bit deeper, like what I did, we got to really where the issue was. And are there any more issues that you may want to take care of?
No, that's it.
Okay, okay. And how are you
So
doing?
much. I feel much lighter, actually. I'm kind of surprised at how much lighter I feel.
All right.
And even my center feels like much lighter.
All right. Well, that's a desired goal. And
Yeah.
it's pretty simple. We're kind of playing make believe with holograms, and we go up in a projection that has a projection booth that has a steel door and this and that. But notice how powerful it is and what can be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And any questions of me?
No, it's just wonderful. I thought I had released a lot of stuff, well, a long time ago, but apparently in the last few days I noticed there were a few things left with both these people actually. So I feel like it's gone now. I'm happy. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Very, very good. I see that smile. It's kind of pretty bright, which is really nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
they
Beautiful.
they they caused a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that's right. They did, and now you're free of it.
Yeah.
Just by these imaginary, uh, uh, by this imaginary process, in a way, it's sort of like, well, how can this happen? I didn't touch anybody or this or that, but yet you feel better, and the cords are gone.
Mhm.
They're gone. Yeah. Yeah. And Joe, how about one for you?
Can you hear me?
I hear you now perfectly.
Okay. Um,
Beautiful.
I
Oh,
was sitting
boy.
here thinking, say
Oh,
again?
boy. I was just saying, oh boy, we're real lucky. We get to go into what I call a deep dive and down into some more of how things really work as opposed to my just saying a few words. Okay, so
Mhm.
this is really great. All right.
I I was sitting here thinking when you were talking with Mary, and I thought, at this moment, I don't really feel that I need to have anyone. But what I did come to me was I've been having an issue right here on my neck
Mm-hmm.
in a little not a pain and not an ache, but just I notice, and I don't know if I'm sleeping wrong, and I don't have aches or pains. So this has just been kind of an issue, and I'm not sure what this is all about.
So go ahead and give that spot a name. It's like your left neck or left top of your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give it a name, a code name.
Trigger.
So how long has Trigger been with you this time?
Mm, 6 months.
And is there any other place that Trigger is on your body?
Mm. Maybe a little bit sometimes in my stomach.
And what kind of feeling does Trigger uh does tr- does Trigger have on you?
Annoying.
Annoying.
Hmm.
So is this are you do you still have that because you're annoying or is Trigger annoying? Are you no annoying or is Trigger annoying?
And it's
Annoying.
is annoying.
So is Trigger annoying to the level of total discomfort and bothersome, sort of like the 0 versus the 5, everything's kind of neutral, or 10, it's
It's
totally bliss.
well, I would say only like about a 4, maybe. It's just like if I'm sleeping or something and I turn quick, or like if I do this or something, I can just feel a little bit, but it's not a constant at all.
Um is Trigger by chance a person that you've known in the past? Or is this a person of Earth or a person of another place?
Oh, it's a person of Earth, and it could be related to all the Oklahoma City things.
Okay,
Because I know
so
that it did happen. I started having some issues before I came back.
so with the so is this the one that you talk about sometimes? That's a real annoying and just looks
Could,
after
yeah,
itself.
could be, could be.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Would it be okay if you had a conversation with this thing called Trigger? I just feel the energy of it. My nose kind of squirgles up. Does it do the same for you?
Uh, it's annoying.
It's annoying. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So would it be okay to totally and completely let that go?
100%. Yes.
All right. So please go to your theater, walk into your
Okay.
theater, and I'll do this one a little bit quicker just to
Okay.
just there we are.
Okay.
And do it a little bit. Okay. So you're in
Hmm.
your theater looking down at a 45-degree angle. I want you
Hmm.
to double your energy. Okay, and doubling your energy, I want you to triple that. And tripling that, I want you to double that energy now. So go ahead and call up annoying on the theater, on the stage.
Okay.
And what's the expression on annoying's face?
Sadness,
Sadness. Is annoying a male or female?
male,
Is annoying from what's been the problem in this lifetime for both of you, or was it another lifetime?
both,
Was it also in a lifetime in another dimension?
yes,
And how many dimensions back?
25,
I take it that this is not of Earth. So
correct.
25 dimensions back. With you with Trigger, the annoying one. Was that were each of you the same level, or was what happened for such trauma to come up? And by the way, is God there watching you sitting at the table? Where
Mhm.
are you? What side are you sitting on with God? What side, left or right?
Left,
All right, and where's Trigger?
across the table.
Okay, so how come is this annoying Trigger? What happens that brings up this adversity? Because it goes back to 25 dimensional lifetimes before, which is a whole long time ago, way before the human body was around. Very good. So would it be okay to just in front of God Trigger that he did you wrong, and what does he have to say about that? What does Trigger have to say about that in front of God?
Never,
Say it again.
never.
So who said never?
He did. He never did anything wrong, which is in
Yeah.
today's world as well.
And what does God say?
Tells him he's wrong.
Kind of more, probably a little bit more specific. Could it be anything like go to H now?
Mm, mm. Just
It's not
there's
you
a,
saying it, it's God saying it.
okay.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Are you sure? Because he'll be
yeah,
gone.
yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, I hear this. I hear the words "get lost."
Okay. Pesa para pata to si tu data pata tu tata pata to tapacha to tap. Go ahead and come on back to oh no, stay in the 25 dimensions away. Is Trigger totally and completely gone, yes or no?
Almost.
What's keeping him there? Are you still responsible for it in some way? Do you still feel that? Take that out of you and shake it at Trigger. Shake it at Trigger. Just like throw raindrops on
Okay. Okay.
him. Or it feels like a liquid, like spit or something like that.
Okay.
Watch the Trigger symbolization dissolve. Is the Trigger it all dissolved? Yes or no?
Yes.
And God is right there.
Mm-hmm.
What does God have to say about this?
Good job.
Good job is right. Good job is right. You have been doing a good job. You've been doing a wonderful job. And God thanks you for all you've been doing. And you are the right person for the time. And perhaps Trigger will get their lesson, perhaps not. However, you're out of the picture of that.
Mhm.
Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. Please, thank God. Thank all the other brothers, sisters, kin, or all that's around, all the students watching, because you're acting as an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've taken care of this now. So
Mm-hmm.
now you can have what you're choosing to have, what's rightly yours, according to the highest power that oversaw what went on.
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel?
Good.
Is there
Good.
truth? Is there truth to what I just said?
Truth. Yes, that's very true, Charles.
All right. Very good. So be it. So be it. So be it.
So be it.
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. And now please, okay, Joe, go ahead and come on back to the year 2024, 25th of February, 29th of February, this special day, the day that just appeared so you could do this today.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise you would have missed doing it. So it's perfect timing,
Mm-hmm.
hasn't it been? For
Mm-hmm.
you,
Oh, yeah, it has been.
for you to
Yes.
for you to totally and completely get with your rhythm, what you're to do, as opposed to servicing someone else.
Mm-hmm.
How's that feel?
Mm-hmm.
To
Good.
know that you've passed, that you've done it, that you've been acknowledged, you've been loved, you've been embraced by your highest power,
Mm-hmm.
as both Mary and Breed have also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Are you good enough now for yourself and all those that you help? Are you good enough?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And so now we'll just go to the easiest one of all, if it be okay. Brandon, do you have anyone that you'd like to cut the cords with? And I'll take care of
Um,
the tech stuff for a moment. Just like we'll go a little bit deeper dive. Can you tell how I'm going in a little bit deeper? I want you to get a flavor for how I do that and how I speak. So knowing that, is it okay if you participate?
yep.
Okay. So would it be okay to call someone up on stage and just cut all the cords with them?
Yes.
And you kind of know how to do this? So could you show me how fast you could do this with someone and go ahead and give them a code name first? And let me write it down.
P,
Say it again.
E, the letter P.
P. P like Peter or Paul.
Mhm.
Okay, good, good. Okay. So go ahead and go into your theater and go to the spot looking down at a 45-degree angle. You can either be in the balcony or just where the how the slope is with the floor. And notice how the stage is and tell me what it's made of, the color and the curtains and whatever's in the back.
It's a high gloss maple wood stage. The curtains are red, and then they have another set behind them that are black.
Very good. Now what I'd like for you to do, please, is double your energy. Take another breath and triple your energy. That means 3 times 2. Very good. And go ahead and double all that. All right. And now please call P up on the stage and notice the expression on P's face. And what is it?
Smiling with a smirk.
smiling with a smirk. And what I'd like for you to do is to go ahead and create a holograph of you, of Brandon. And the real Brandon goes up in the theater, projection room, and go in through a steel door, reinforced concrete walls, bulletproof glass, all that. And the door closes. And so it's the hologram. And P with a smirk. So the hologram part of you, I'd like for only that to interact with P. And I'd like for you to notice how many chords and what colors they are, how big they are, and what are the answers to those? How big, what color, how many?
Some of them are black or like a tar colored. There are probably 250 to 500. And they range in size from being a fiber, the size of a hair, all the way up to a garden hose.
Super. Silently tell P that you're going to cut all the cords in a moment. Thank him. Forgive him. Very good. And now call on a highest power to cut the cords. And who is that?
Archangel Michael,
And Archangel Michael is going to use what instrument to cut all the cords?
a lightsaber.
So go ahead and command Archangel Michael to cut all the cords with his lightsaber now. And now are all 503 cords cut? Yes or no?
Yes.
Anything dangling outside your skin, let your skin let it come under your skin, and your skin grows over better than before. And what's happened on stage?
He is in the process of disappearing, but I sense that there's two cords that weren't cut, and it's because it's connected to the out or the figure that's behind him on the stage.
To the what behind him on the stage?
A figure. I just see a silhouette.
Does a silhouette have eyes? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So go ahead and call on Amante to help you. Cut all the cords with everyone there. And what instrument is Amante using to cut the cords totally and completely? Now,
Using a very sharp crystal knife.
and with the crystal knife, command that for the cords to be cut. Now, are all the cords cut? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. And what's happened on stage?
The stage is empty. It's lit up with the lights, but it's empty.
And how does the stage feel? Lit up with the lights and empty.
It feels peaceful.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to ask, is it okay? I'm going to ask a question of Brandon, hologram 1. Is it safe for Brandon to come down now out of the projection room? Yes or no?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll let Brandon come down. The two merge together. And how is Brandon in whole now?
Calmer. lot more grounded.
And are there any remnants by chance of anything there on the stage or suspended in the back of the stage or to the left or right?
Something suspended back in the back right corner, and good now. I just energetically, I can feel that the cords are trying to uh, connect through the soles of my feet as I ground.
Okay, got it. So here's what you do. This is a harsh energy known as a harmful energy. Call in for the from your highest power. Call in for the clear gold light of Christ. Shine down very, very brightly from the top, from the bottom, from the left, from the right, from the front, from the back. Increase the intensity of that light. Increase the intensity of the light, and triple that and quadruple that, the intensity of the light. And how are things now with everything totally and completely gone? With the basking of the clear gold light of Christ with the silver sparkles. Completely gone now.
That's a lot more peaceful and restful.
And is it all totally and completely gone? The other stuff.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank Amante. Amante being my crystal skull here. And we might even call on Ailey because she's been doing some licking. Ailey's a dog, kind of a German Shepherd type, Heinz 57. She just had to help out because her and Brandon get along real well. All right. And take a breath, please. And how are you? How's the real Brandon, the authentic Brandon?
Feel a lot lighter.
And is feeling lighter, how else does that change what you feel?
It's using your scale. It's moved it from a 5 or 6 up to about a good 7.
Okay.
And it's
Now you're talking about where 10 is total bliss,
mhm.
5 is neutral, 0 is messy, weird stuff going on. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
So now let me I gave some I call this more of a deep dive with the technique. And you may say, well, how could you do all this with Ho'oponopono? Well, it's because I'm actually helped a little bit with what I say, but I just go in there and play for real, and sense and know and be there to make sure all of these things happen. And by the way, with all these words that I'm using, and the bringing up of energy and this and that, the worst that could happen is that a person opens their eyes and the same thing that was going on is just going on. It's the worst thing that can happen. So just by using some other words in a different way, like building up energy. Well, what's energy? How can it be measured? Well, just build it up, double it, double it, double it. It's there's a lot of flexibility for one's imagination. And what that means is that we can all of us be powerful to do what I was doing. And is there anyone that would like to do it on their own? And I'll guide you very closely. I'll be right by you. And anyone that would like to be the participant? And if not, that's okay. Because the next question I'm going to ask is perhaps the most important. What questions do you have of me? Read, please. You're okay, please.
Thank you, Charles. So you say that you come in on stage and are there kind of adding energy, making sure that whatever the negativity leaves. I'm just trying to understand more about how it works. Can you clarify a bit?
I'll go with what works best for the person that I'm working with at the time. And generally, for me, just to be there in presence is usually enough.
Mhm.
Because if I'm there in presence, I can keep in touch with if something is going a little off or tending toward going a little harmful or that type of thing. And what I do is I interrupt.
Like you would say something or shift how it's going?
Yes,
Okay.
and I can do that as simple as moving my hand like this, just moving my hand. I can do it by going or different things. I can make it where it's a little funny or a little bit serious.
Mhm.
And because by playing, and you notice that I'm kind of here playing, all
Mhm.
right. I'm doing things that normally even even grown men don't even do. Okay. And I just sort of have a little bit of fun with it. And by changing things to a little bit of fun or a little bit of pleasure, changes the whole environment, just like it can change each of our own environments. And I'm going to show you with the use of the rare earth minerals how that you can have this support for yourself. And one way to do it is for me to imagine Amante coming there to help me. Another way for me to do it is to get a piece of crystal. This is just some program rose quartz. And I'm working with the rare earth minerals because they're because of their characteristics, and I'll go into those in another workshop. But what I can do is I can do something like even in my imagination, or I can do it in reality. If I know that something may be tough right off, is I'll just get a piece of tape, get one of the rare earth minerals. Notice how big it is. This is actually quite big. All right. And I'll just put it on a piece of tape and then just put it on a piece of a part of my body, over clothing or on the skin, doesn't matter. And I just put it right here. Don't ask me why, I just got to do it. And so now this puts more of my presence with what's going on. So, and you're still, there you are, you turned on.
So, sorry, my answering machine was going off, so I muted myself. So doing that helps you to come in and connect at an even deeper level by putting the rare earth
Yes.
in your hand. Okay.
And I like to use, if you will, um, little tools like this
Mhm.
that are only that will only be helpful or that would make things easier for me.
Mhm.
And also the same for the client.
So would you put the tape on that? I mean, would you put a crystal on that person as well if they were in the same location?
I could.
Mhm.
It depended on it would depend on how I was guided at the time.
Okay.
Uh,
How
uh,
about being guided?
and the other person's view of how weird I was if I pulled out a crystal and said, "Here, put this next to your ear."
Mhm.
That may totally break rapport. I want to be careful about that because I want to respect other people's beliefs. All right. I honor everybody's beliefs, and I have my own. And keep in mind that I came from a very different background. I was a geek back in college or high school and college, and then I was electronics, and I worked for the government, a DOD, Department of Defense, and then all of a sudden here I am with this woo-woo thing lifted up in the air. That was Transcendental Meditation in '77. And ever since I there were things that I was very high tech, a lot of things that it's not even done now. But so I let people have their own beliefs because that's where it works best. It's not for me to preach to them about how to do it a right way. The right way is the way that works. And so the goal is what the client desires, how they want to change, not how I think they ought to be. So let me ask while we're and we're going to be going pretty soon, if that'd be okay. So if there are any questions, I wanted to answer them. I left time at the end to answer. So let me just ask, what do you think of this Ho'oponopono? Isn't it wild? You get to play.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I just love the name of it. Just saying, oh, Ponopono. To me, it's
Ho'oponopono.
just like magic. It's
It is,
just
and it is
indeed.
magic.
The
It
very
is.
first time I ever heard that said to me, I was just like transported somewhere. And it really felt as if I was back in a time of the beauty of perhaps Lemuria or,
Yes, yes, yes,
present day, I think of
yes,
Hawaii.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
and it was just like I just love that. I love the ring of it, the sound of it. There's just something magical to it. How it comes when it comes into my brain, or I don't know, just very special. Always has been.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. And just one little slight comment. When I saw your hair, I thought Ho'oponopono.
Oh, well, maybe that's it. There's a
Um,
connection after all, right?
yeah. And please read, please.
Oh, I just wanted to say, Mary, that when you mentioned Lemuria, I suddenly got this big rush inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
yeah. But
Wow.
I also had a question if Mary is done with her comment. So Charles, this version of Ho'oponopono is quite different than the other versions. I'm
Yes, you're talking
familiar
about
with.
Dr. Lee
Yes,
or
yes.
Lou.
And your version
Yeah.
seems much faster and more effective. So I just
Yeah.
didn't know if you had any comments about that.
Yeah, I learned mine from Uncle George on the Big Island. He's the main kahuna over there. He
Mhm.
he he was he was a golden treasure of Hawaii,
Mhm.
and but he passed a few years ago. So I got my training on it back in '87, and Dr. Lou, the gentleman who sponsors him is down in Texas, kind of like south of Austin.
Mhm.
And I know of him, but this one is more powerful and more flexible. And
Yeah.
you can really get creative. And I can really do some super things with this at an even deeper level than we've done today. I mean, I can go in and do probably could remotely do exorcisms. I've only done those in the past. No, I do it. I do it via Skype or things like that. But then I've also been in retirement since roughly since 2004, and I'm coming back out to teach what I do. So this is very, very cool. Very nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're correct on that. And so I invite you also to play a little bit and see what you get. The worst that can happen is that you open your eyes and the same mess is there. That's the worst. So for me, that means there's lots of flexibility. Yeah. All right. I'm ready. Let's see. I see on my clock here. It's about 4:18. Okay. Is it okay if I call it a day?
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah. This is all good. Thank you. Very good.
Okay. I think this is very good. I like this small group, and as you can tell, I like to go in there and get deep. And by the way, do each of you feel you could do that yourself today, tonight, and Reed and Mary, Joe, okay, Brandon,
I
me?
definitely am going to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
tonight, Yeah,
yeah.
with all
And
the stuff that I've been going, that have been coming up with me at night and during, definitely. With
yeah, yeah,
my
and do
husband's
that.
passing and all of that, boy, oh boy, has there been some connections that have been unreal.
So it's interesting to me that you can use this about with people, but you can also use it with pain or stuck energy or things like that to also move it along. So it's kind of effective for everything, I think. So it's a
It,
great technique and tool to know.
if you look at what I call the model for pain, pain is stuck energy.
Mhm.
And if you can go in and get that stuck energy moving, the pain goes away. But it may come back if you go. The pain is there for the body to do something, to make a change somehow. And the change could be something simple as forgiving your parents for something. And that's not really that simple for a lot of people. A lot of people spend their whole life in pain so they can be right.
Mhm. Mhm.
RIGHT, not WRITE. Okay. And so I'm sort of, well, I'm real different than that. I like to be more flexible and more easy, but I can still be stubborn too, right, Brandon?
Yeah, I think
But
we all can, Charles.
yes,
I
we
think
all can. We all
I
can.
know I have that streak in there that shows up every now and then, and I'm
Oh yeah,
a
we
lot
all
better
do.
than I used to be.
Yep. That's it. We're a lot better than we used to be. We're in a different place that we used to be, and the place is where we chose to be, that type of thing. So yeah.
I'm actually
Wow.
forgiving myself for things that uh I didn't even, it's been really enlightening for me.
In fact, that's one of my biggest ones. I do self-clearing on myself, and one of the biggest forgiving processes that I have to do is on myself,
Me
within
too.
myself.
Me too. And it feels so good when you get it right.
Or just when you get it.
Or right.
Yeah,
Just when
right,
you get it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I
when you
put
get
that
it.
really in quotes because there is no
Hmm.
right or
Hmm.
wrong in terms of
Hmm.
it's just the way I feel when I've done something with it.
Right on, right on. Beautiful. Beautiful.
So thank you for everything.
All right, you're very welcome. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and do a chant, and then I'll say goodbye, okay? And
Thank you.
this is the Dreamtime chant. This will be the long version. Eka nakaloa, eka nakapoko, e uea ahe, halaneo, anapaka, aikalani. Maluka honua ia kamau hilie e ku i kano e au pai ka u. No. May come on, Unai.
Thank you.
You're welcome.